heard we got something really sharp in the shed today.
The shed?
Okay, in the back shop.
Shop. Yes, we did. It's a secret.
That works. That works. This way you have a snack with you all times.
Yeah, you gotta keep them up that way. You gotta make very many trips back to my shop, my office.
Don't they get dusty?
Nah, they won't stay there that long.
Oh, all right. That's good. So what is this gorgeous vehicle that we're looking at?
A Type 34 Razor Ghia.
Wow. Nice.
Exactly right there.
Yeah.
Type 34. There's only 42,505-ish
Wow.
made. And, yeah, pretty cool little car.
Wow.
I seem to think it looks like a Corvair.
Okay.
Corvair, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, two other people.
I can see that.
Pounds my deal. You know, the square front end as opposed to the round Ghia. So if you look at it,
Yes.
it's rounded, but it has the razor edges.
It sure does. Behold the razor.
Razor edges. So this car is Mr. Henry's car. He's out of Chattanooga. So he contacted us. And we're not doing a full restoration, by disclaimer. Don't think we slid this in front of you. We're just putting the car back together. But he contacted us a year ago, and he was in Chattanooga, and we were going back and forth. He wanted to know if we could do it. We wanted to do it, you know, because it's a rare car.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
very.
blah. So we went back and forth, and then Bugapalooza came around, and I said, hey, we're going to be up there in Chattanooga, Bugapalooza, blah, blah, blah. And he said, all right, I'll just come over there. So he came over to the show and met us and talked to us for a little bit. And we actually went to his shop after the show was over and looked at the car that was sitting there. And while he was there, he happened to just walk up upon Chad McGee's booth and was talking to him about, hey, I have this car. It's kind of rare. He didn't know he was talking to a guy that knows a lot about it. But anyway, so he was talking to him. And lo and behold, they got together. We put them together. They didn't even know it at the time of the deal. But later on, Chad's the one that brought us the car.
Yeah.
So he knows a lot
He did
about
transport.
It, so, yeah,
That's so funny. He just stumbled onto like the king of Razor Ghias.
He was actually talking like he didn't know what he saw. He's like,
Right.
yeah, I got this rare car. He's like, really? What is it? He's like, it's a Razor Ghia. And I go, okay. And he said, well, I have two that I got for sale right now. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was pretty funny to hear that.
That
but,
is.
Anyway,
Small
so yeah,
world.
we're not, but the car was already painted when it came here. It was painted by somewhere else. So he had, Henry had it sent to a guy and had all the rough metal and the paint done. I don't know where it was done at, if it was done somewhere else, but, so, you know, we're a little picky on paint jobs sometimes. We won't pick it apart. Paint job. But the metal's straight.
Yeah.
So that's a good start. We're going to put it back together. So now we've got the hard part.
Right.
A lot of these parts. So it's also going to help with that. But we're going to put the whole interior in. He has a lot of the original parts. So
wow.
He's going to bring them to us. I'm going to go through them and see what we can use and what we need.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of this stuff, I mean, the carbon badge is the same badge.
Sure.
But the VW emblem on the very front is different, so we got to find that. And if you look under here, you know, it's a Type 3 motor, basically. So, you know, all the Type 3 guys will realize this looks kind of like the same engine bay as any Type 3, but the motor's in there, so we're going to have to go through the motor and make sure. So it's just a Type 1 case, obviously, and dual carbs. We'll probably have to put some carbs. I don't know. Well, see, it was supposedly, so he found it in Chattanooga. It was a running car.
Wow.
And so he was a local car, he bought it, and then he tore it apart to get it redone.
Sure. All right.
You know, we got to find hard things like these taillights. You know, they're not like any other VW taillight.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can see that. The bumpers are close, but they're totally different too. All the glass obviously is different. He has all that.
Oh, right. Oh, he has that. Good.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, if you look up under the trunk / hood, which is. So there's your gas tank, and it's basically a Type 3 gas tank set up the same way, but then some other things are different. So,
right. All right.
like I said, the badge is a little different. It's got fog lights, you know, European style. So we got to find all those hard to find parts.
Okay. Fun.
But anyway, so yeah, It just got
That's
here
exciting.
a couple days ago, and Henry's gonna bring all the parts he has. We're gonna start there, and then build a list of what to do from there.
Yeah.
So we're not exactly sure of the scope of work yet. But he may change the wheels. He may change the top color. Apparently, when this one came, it was two-tone. From here up was a brownish kind of mesh.
That's nice.
So we don't want to make anybody mad. We're gonna try to keep it pure. So we try not to make.
We try not to be.
But anyway, so that's that car.
All right. Cool.
You guys will see that coming in the future here. It's going to be very cool. But it's pretty cool because you don't get to see that very often.
No, you really don't.
Definitely don't get one in your shop very often. And then there's a regular Gagne Ghia right there. So
yeah. How about
Mr. Hill's Gagne Ghia that we did. It's the one on the airbags.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz car. And it's a California car. Came from California. And he's actually selling it. So it's for sale. But
do we know how much?
Running. We got it running. We did some wiring on it. Did some front end work. Did a couple other things. And now it's done.
Great.
We got her. She's back on the road. Put another one back on the road.
There we go. We love to do that.
So if you're looking for one, I'm not sure what his price is.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Yeah,
but you can get through hold of us, and we can patch you along to him. But yeah, he's selling it. So there it is. So
all right.
We'll go in here and show you what else we got going on.
Yeah,
we're down staff. We got a couple. One out that had to do some family stuff, and we had one that's not here anymore. And
yep, we're hiring.
We are still hiring. So. And we're still here, by the way. Look at our shop. Here it is. Shop's still here. So we'll walk here. This is the Gagne's car.
Yeah.
66 original Beetle.
All right.
Stock as could be. So they, it's a family car, and they wanted to just get it fixed up so they could drive it and put it back on the road. Nothing fancy, no show stuff, but they wanted to be safe. So we're going through and pretty much doing, the whole front end redone. So we pulled the arms off the beams. We're putting new seals, packing grease. Putting all new tie rods and steering stabilizer and shocks and all brakes and everything like that. So all the safety stuff, and getting it up and running and driving. And we put the motor on the test stand. It fired right off, a little baby motor.
Nice.
These are the old motors. For some reason, you get these fancy swing carb motors and big built motors, and we can struggle with them forever. That little, it's up there on the test stand still. But that's actually Mr. Johnson's motor.
Right.
He, which is also a 66 motor too.
Oh.
But anyway, so new boots. You can see them in there, stuff like that. All the little stuff. So not a ton of stuff, but we're gonna put it back on the road. It's been held up for a while.
Fantastic. All right, let's not skip Scoop. Let's go in here. We're not gonna skip you.
Oh.
Show us what you've been doing back here.
Okay with that.
I know, the prep room is always either full or
full.
Fuller.
So these came back
Miss
from
Judy.
the paint booth. Yesterday, I was in the paint booth shooting.
Yep.
And got off about 3:30, 4 o'clock because I was done.
Yep, that happens.
And then dragged them all out, and I'm starting to do polish now.
Oh, fun.
So car's pretty much done.
Yeah.
I still got to do a little bit of, I got to do a glamour clear up on the front nose because I didn't get that when I did the roof. So I wanted to do the roof all by itself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that probably when I do the other ones after I get all of this done. Then we do the undercoating for behind the fenders.
Nice.
Mostly the front fenders, and the rear fenders we're not going to do that because that's all, it's internal compartments.
Okay. Yeah.
And then part of the car is going to get it as well. So it's going to be slick. I mean, this is like a triple white. Actually, it's a double white, then modified by me on top of that with a whole lot of pearls.
We call this snowblind.
Okay, I'm good with that. So I think next week we'll actually have a polished piece and we'll take it outside so you can see it.
Oh, that sounds good. Fantastic.
This is where I've been stuck for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
They don't let you out much.
You love it.
Actually, I do.
Yes, he does.
It's kind of a Zen thing for me.
Yep.
So one of the things we do is on cars that we just do repairs on, not restorations. Anything we take off, we paint it, even if it's not a...
Yep.
So that's kind of what's going on here. We just...
And the reason we do that is because that's a way to also inspect the parts that we're reusing.
Sure.
And then if we have a problem later on, we know that we were in there because if it's a grubby, icky part, we didn't do it.
Right.
Yeah,
so
for 60 years, you know the difference. So,
yep.
Mr. Ferguson's Fergie II, we call it affectionately.
Yes.
65 Beetle is waiting in line now. It's all rough metal's done. It's waiting for that guy right there.
All right. So you're going to do this, right?
Probably about 2 weeks, yeah.
Nice. And you get that on video, showing the magic of metal moving?
We're definitely going to get this on video.
Great.
And this is actually a really good candidate for it. And the fenders get some too, so I'll probably have a couple videos out of this.
All right. We had somebody that commented it looked like this had flown over London and gotten hit by flak.
It pretty much did, but you couldn't see it underneath the filler.
Under the bottom of the channels was had a bunch of pinholes, rusty. So we had to flip it up on its top, and he fixed all that.
Wow.
I wasn't bad enough to replace the heater.
Right, right.
But it was...
interesting.
And so we did that. But I mean, that's all the little stuff that you got to look at. And then there was a lot of areas in here where they patched it with seam sealer instead of metal.
Seam sealer.
Yeah, so we got all that kind of
creative.
stuff. All these here, you go down to the nitty gritty. So these are where your fenders bolt on. A bunch of those were missing. So we ordered new ones and we weld those in.
And we really couldn't tell from before it had blast. It just...
And that makes sense. We've getting them in all the time from other places that they just put however many bolts are left back in your fenders. So we go back in and put them in where they're supposed to be and line it up so your fender matches perfectly and everything. And then he'll do his magic. So yeah. And then I guess we've got one more out here. We'll talk about.
Let's go
Mr.
see that.
Baylor's Super Beetle.
It's ready to roll, huh?
It's a black one right here, and it's
or should I say, it's ready to roll.
It's ready to go. So we put his exhaust on. He had this custom exhaust. We put it on. Had it mounted. Do some modifications in it.
Yeah.
We got his wiring fixed up. His wipers weren't working. His lights weren't working. We got them all fixed. And put the motor on the test stand. Had to do a bunch of work on it. Got it running. Put it back in. And did his front end and stuff like that. And then now it's ready to go. And he's going to come get it next week sometime, I think.
All right.
So good news, everybody.
What?
Clean her up and send her on down the road.
We have good news. What is that?
That is a motor.
Mr. Bauer's motor.
Yes. So Mr. Bauer's, it's here.
Showed up here.
So that'll go on next week's. Get her done when we actually have some staff.
That's awesome.
We are hiring, guys.
Yeah, we are. We are hiring.
Hiring. So
we're always hiring. So.
All right.
Now, what do you want most in somebody who comes to work here? What is the thing, number one thing that you really want to see?
Somebody that shows up
and likes Twizzlers.
All right. I think we did better than that.
I don't want them like Twizzlers because then they'll take mine.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I asked for it.
But I don't
That's true. So actually, I think you've said it before. You just really want somebody who loves the little cars.
You don't even have to love them. Just like the little guys. Look at them all. Look at these little cars. They're just around.
How could you not?
Like for instance, look at the red one. He's sad.
Right. He does look sad. He's just sitting there.
Do that fast enough.
Right.
He's just sitting there sad.
Just sitting there.
Not in there.
Right.
This one's sad because he's falling apart.
Yeah.
And we got to figure out what's going on with him. He's happy because he's done.
Right.
He's waiting on his owner.
We got a happy little guy
here. That
here.
bus is sad because it needs a new owner. It's for sale.
It does. Guys,
So,
this bus has been on all kinds of adventures.
His motor just showed up, so he's actually smiling after he sees his motor.
I see that smile, little Bauer bus.
Yeah, so we're good. The other bus next to it, he'll be happy
true.
soon. His motor's almost done.
Nice.
We're going to put that one up on the test stand, right? Do a break-in.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And then we're going to drive it too. We got those.
Nice.
We're gonna do it pretty soon here. I'll have that thing on the test stand here in just a little bit. We're gonna accelerate this and get this. Mr. Bauer's been waiting for his bus for a long time.
He's been a very patient guy.
We just videoed the motor showed up. It is May 11th at 11:10, and that motor just showed up.
There you go.
During the filming.
Right.
During the filming.
Well, I'm glad we answered the door.
Yeah, good deal. So, anyways, that's what we got going on in the shop this week.
Well, that sounds pretty good. I guess we do that thing then, huh?
Do it.
All right.
All right.
Bye, nice people.